I got it. Let the boy go. I'm only gonna tell you once. I'm not giving you Sean!
And that is Bethesda symbolically killing our free choice.
Let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Elder Scrolls 6? Alright, let me out.
Malfunction in cryopod manual release override.
You know, I always wondered if it was actually a malfunction or if someone triggered it. And going back to the conspiracy theories, like, there's a lot of conspiracies that say that a certain character releases you from the pod.
Come on, come on, come on.
Whether or not that's true, I don't know.
I'll find who did this. And I'll get Sean back. I promise.
Stay frosty. Okay, let's get out of here. Oh, it's gonna be hard to see. Clear. I will be doing some settlement building, so we'll see how that goes. I'll try to collect as many valuables and junk as I can. Security terminal. Instructions. Vault 111 is designed to test the long-term effects of suspended animation on unaware human subjects. Security staff are responsible for maintaining installation integrity and monitoring science staff activity. Under no circumstances are staff allowed to deviate from assigned duties. Insubordination or interference with vault operations are capital offenses. Security staff are authorized to use lethal force. So they're not messing around. Resident admittance. Upon activation, notice from Vault-Tec. All personnel are required to report to the entry area and assist with admittance of all residents. Security personnel will maintain order and ensure that no personnel or residents attempt to evacuate the vault. Research staff will be responsible for resident intake and escort each to the designated cryogenic pod. Residents not accounted for in the manifest should be asked to step aside and detained forcefully by security if necessary. Once all residents have been sealed into their preservation chambers, dispose of any detainees. Dispose. I wonder what that means. Vault entryway must remain sealed under any circumstances. Oh, well, I guess that answers it. I guess they killed them because once the vault is sealed, they can't open it again or it breaks the seal. That's pretty gnarly. Science staff. Members of the research team must daily monitor the vital signs of cryogenically preserved residents. Cardiopulmonary and cognitive activity in particular must be recorded hourly. Life-saving intervention is only permitted if greater than 80% of the resident population has perished while in cryogenic suspension and must not interrupt suspension. Independent research is encouraged and left to overseer discretion. Security personnel. Security patrols are to be carried out on a constant 8-hour rotation. Security priorities include monitoring for signs of intrusion, checking for atmosphere leaks, settling disputes among personnel, enforcement of regulations set forth by the overseer, enforcement of regulations set forth by Vault Tech, facility services and maintenance. Due to the nature of Vault 111, personnel will be expected to perform duties outside of their normal qualifications, such as janitorial duties and food preparation. The exact distribution of these roles is left to overseer discretion. Okay, so they pretty much control everything. All clear in evacuation, all clear message. Following a nuclear event, Vault Tech will monitor hazards such as radiation levels, enemy invasion, subsequent attacks, and other factors. Once conditions are deemed safe, this terminal will receive an all-clear notice. Upon receiving the all-clear notice, Vault Tech personnel may be evacuated at overseer discretion. Disregard any notices from organizations or individuals not associated with Vault Tech, including government and military. Residents are not to be disrupted or evacuated. Vault Tech will attend to their needs remotely once Vault 111 staff has been evacuated. So Vault Tech is operating outside of the government, and that's pretty much that. Vault 111 is classified as a short-term assignment. Non-resident personnel are expected to carry out research duties and basic maintenance of the vault while awaiting the all-clear signal to evacuate. In absence of an all-clear message from Vault Tech, the overseer may elect to evacuate staff after a mandatory shelter period of 180 days of containment. Under no circumstances may Vault 111 staff evacuate during this shelter period unless receiving the all-clear message from Vault Tech. So once you're in, you're in. Security logs. See, this is the day after the bombs fell, or day of. God, it finally happened. The world's over. Barely got all the residents inside. Not everyone made it. Now it's just us and the icebergs. I don't get it. Eggheads tried to explain to me that keeping them frozen is a big experiment for a better future or something. It's hard to distinguish commas from periods. I don't know. It just doesn't seem right that we're smiling at them all that time before putting them on ice. Shouldn't we have told them something? Okay, December 25th. This is 2 months later. Christmas Underground got together with the rest of the security boys and support staff and had a little party. Best gift that got handed out was a fancy lad snack cake that wasn't too stale. None of the scientists came. Overseer wasn't there either. I just don't get them. They hiding something from us. Another company secret only for the higher-ups? Whatever. Just a few more months until the all-clear is supposed to come through, then we can start rebuilding. See, I find it interesting that it's like the fancy lad cake went stale within 2 months. And like you can still find them and like eat them and consume them for benefits. Whatever. Suspension of disbelief, right? March 14th, 2078. So this is about half a year later. Only a few weeks left in our mandatory shelter period. Everyone's getting stir crazy. Some people are even saying the all-clear signal is never coming. We can't stay here much longer, that's for sure. It's not just the fact that I've been staring at the same break room and bunk bed for over 6 months, it's the fact that we only have enough food left for another few months tops. The overseer keeps telling everyone to be patient, focus on work. He's definitely keeping us out of the loops. Something bad is going on, I just know it. April 23rd, 2078. So about a month later. The main door accessing the vault is malfunctioning. Now the only way out is through the Overseer's evacuation tunnel. How convenient for him. He has one of the science team watching the door into his office at all times from a little makeshift checkpoint. Got invited to a meeting tonight. Support staffers and security only. Sounds like I'm not the only one with an extra grind. So, mutiny pretty much. Last entry, no date. No all clear from Vault-Tec is coming. We need to leave. We're all but out of food. I almost murdered Stanley for dropping a damn salt cracker on the floor. A handful of us confronted the Overseer about opening the vault. I never knew a man that small could shout that loud. Now he's locked himself in his office along with the rest of his science staff. We're supposed to hand over any food, weapons, and medicine we have by tonight, or there's going to be consequences. I've talked to everyone. It's time. One way or another, we're getting out of this vault. Alright, so it's done with that. Click on all that.
Failure in cryogenic array.
Quick save.
Vault residents must vacate immediately.
Another security baton, coffee cup, radroach. I won't be taking radroach meat.
Giant roaches? What the
I don't know. It's just like a weird, like, pet peeve of mine or something. I don't know. I only eat the packaged food. I don't know why. I know if you cook it, it's fine, but I didn't want to sit. Come on. Get up. Got a little bit too button happy there. Coffee cup, beer bottle, beer bottle. Let's see. Some glass from those bottles. Another terminal. Overseer memo. Remember, use of the recreational terminal is a privilege. If work performance declines, this privilege may be revoked. Enjoy responsibly. Sounds like an alcohol commercial. Top 10. Initials. Play tape. Red Menace. Oh, yeah, this is the Donkey Kong simulator emulator thing. Yeah. I'm not gonna play much of this, maybe just see how far I can get till I lose a life or up. I guess that's that. It's cool they included that though, I will admit. Yes, quit game. Eject holotape. Take that with me. Ooh, hot plate. It has very valuable components within it. God, I haven't started over in such a long time. I guess it's all clear. Is he alive? Yep. Extra XP. You got me.
What happened here? Where is everyone?
some health back. Stim packs. Ammo and a 10 mil. Clipboard. Before I do that, let's just take a look here. Pack of cigs, I'll need that. I have a mod that works well with those.
Nice. Coming back later for you.
Another 10 mil and rounds. Okay, glasses. Let's open this. Overseer instructions. Confidential, confidential, confidential. Overseer eyes only. Violation, etc. Whatever. Vault 111 is designed to test the long-term effects of suspended animation on unaware human subjects. Your staff will be on short-term assignment to monitor basic cardiopulmonary and cognitive functions. Long-term monitoring will be handled remotely by Vault-Tec technicians. So that's interesting. It's like they have some sort of internet, I guess. Actually, I never realized that, even in my previous playthroughs. Anyways, under no circumstance is suspension to be disrupted. This includes the administration of life-saving measures. Your staff is also considered expendable. Insubordination or attempts to evacuate prematurely are capital violations. Unused cryogenic pods are the preferred method for cadaver disposal. Cryolator. I've long dreamed of making cryogenic freezing available in a portable, on-demand form. The cryolator is my latest attempt. Thankfully, we're in no short-term supply of chemicals and components, or of the chemicals and components rather. I need to tinker with the prototype. It's a nice way to occupy the time as we wait for the all-clear signal. So that was... It doesn't really specify if that was the actual overseer in charge of that or carrying that out. Operations Protocol Manual. Research. I think we read this already. Yeah, that was in the previous terminal I looked at. Or the one previous to that, rather. Overseer's Log. Preparations. The final staff orientation is complete. All but the few of the residents down in Sanctuary Hills have been enrolled, and several from Concord as well. Vault-Tec supervisors came up this week to do a technical review with me. This vault is ready to open. I can only imagine what wonders our residents will get to witness. The notion of leaping forward in time. I almost wish I could join them and see the promise of our future realized. Yeah, we'll see about that. October 23rd. It's happened. We were lucky that most of the staff was nearby when the early warning came through. We had less notice than expected, but only Nordhagen was missing when we sealed the entrance. Resident admittance went smoothly. Everyone made it, even the family that waited until the last minute. I guess that's me. Okay, I was worried there would be more suspicion, but things happened so fast for these people. They must have been too overwhelmed to question the cryogenic pods. See, like, that sentence, I was worried there would be more suspicion, but things happened so fast for these people. I'm not sure if it's like a direct reference to the cryogenic pods and the experiment they were carrying out, or the fact that they had, like a predetermined way of knowing that this was gonna happen. Systems malfunction. Strange issues today with Pod C3. Subject appeared to be having heart palpitations. Nothing life-threatening, but unusual. We realized almost too late that the pod was malfunctioning. The cryogenic array almost started thawing her out. We're not sure, but I suspect a hiccup in Vault-Tech's remote override systems may have sent an errant signal. We'll have to keep an eye out. I only hope their systems are reliable once we evacuate the staff. Pod C3. I might be able to look that up actually. Systems malfunction. Supplies running low. There's been no all-clear signal yet, even though we're nearing the end of the 180-day mandatory shelter period. Supplies were never intended to last much more than that, and despite my best efforts, people are beginning to question what we're doing down here. If people think we can just leave when the 180 days are up, they're insane. The radioactive exposure would still be potent enough to fry everyone if the vault seals are breached that early. The whole point of the all-clear was to receive additional instructions from the main office. I don't know what to do. I can't open the vault. I can't expect our supplies to last forever. I just have to keep everything under control until the all-clear. Good luck with that. Mutiny. Here we go. A faction led by the security personnel have turned on me, demanding they be allowed to leave the vault. Idiots. I will not... Idiots. Friggin' Napoleon. I will not open the door to be irradiated to death out there. I'm consolidating I'm consolidating the remaining supplies, putting the staff on location. I can't speak. On lockdown, we're going to have to start prioritizing who deserves what little food we have left. I've been too damn generous with the rations. If people don't like it, well, that's fewer mouths to feed. So I guess he's taking people out that don't agree with him. Okay, open evacuation tunnel. Here we go. I almost missed you. Yeah, I want to look into that Pod C3. It might have relevant lore to it. I never really looked into it for myself. And I'm just using VATS right now because I'm kind of lazy. Oh! Nice try, bitch. Unscathed from that scuffle. Okay. This way. Yeah, I'm definitely getting some artifacts or something. I think I might have killed my video card. Hopefully that's just within this interior space, and once I get out into the Commonwealth it'll subside, but who knows. There should be a vault suit around here.
Is this all that's left?
Oh, rounds. There it is. Okay. That's all open. Got one more rod roach right there. Aw, you got me. Now, this is the part of the Let's Play where I explain where I'm going to try to be a little bit more different than what I've seen currently being done. I'm going to be playing with no, how can I say this, no in-game Pipboy, so to speak. I'm using a mod that actually disables the Pipboy, and it makes it so it can't be seen in third person, as well as when I bring up the Pipboy via the button to enable it. The way to get around I guess that shortcoming of having no Pipboy menus is I'll be using an iPad running the official Bethesda Pipboy app. I might make a separate video that actually details how to do this. To me, it's like a really immersive way to play because there's no more magic time pause, and it's just kind of nice to play without a Pip-Boy because, I mean, you get the full armor on your left arm, and you know, it's it's a lot tougher on yourself. It's kind of like when you decide not to fast travel. It's just one of those choices. It's like you have to be disciplined about it. Because, I mean, even with this mod enabled, it'll disable the Pip-Boy, but I can still technically bring up my Pip-Boy arm by pressing the button, and it'll still freeze time. But when I do that, there's just going to be my arm. There's going to be no Pip-Boy there and no menus to access. So, yeah, that's how I'll be playing, and here we go, I guess. So I do need the Pip-Boy for this like initial part of the quest and story. Once I open the vault door, I'll be able to disable it, and you'll see what I mean. Yeah, I don't need any of this right now. I just need to open the door. So there's my modded Pip-Boy. Won't be seeing that much longer.
Vault door cycling sequence initiated. Please stand back.
Frame rate hit with the fog. You know, now that I think of it, I might redo my special. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look at it again. I think I spaced the points out too evenly, and I'd like to kind of specify which path I'm gonna take. Cause yeah, these right here are pretty even. I think I only need perception 2 for the rifleman perk, but I'm pretty sure this is gonna come back to bite me in the ass. Charisma 5. I'll take endurance because there are some valuable perks I want in that, just for survivability. Accept. And I'm okay with that, so finished.
Enjoy your return to the surface, and thank you for choosing Vault Tech.
Alright, so we're finally out of the vault. So I'm going to show you what I mean by playing with no Pip-Boy. If I come here to my items, you can see I have a Pip-Boy item now, which normally wouldn't be there. I can equip it and unequip it like so. I can also hotkey it as if it were any other clothing item or weapon. So you can unequip it. See, there's no Pip-Boy. Activate it via hotkey, and it's back as if nothing changed. So the way I will be playing this is by using the Pip-Boy app, like I mentioned, running off an iPad. So just for example, I picked up a pair of eyeglasses in the vault. So that's how I'll be equipping and unequipping my weapons and other items. as well as using the aid items like stim packs and Radaway, etc.
It's all over but the grind, and nobody's crying but me.